We are, as I'm sure your eyes have betrayed to you, playing The Sims 4. We had just recently done a poll in the Discord here regarding city skylines versus Sims 4, and we've started our path down city skylines. I thought it was probably time to do the same here. So we are launching into another slightly more creative, casual endeavor, and I couldn't be more happy. So let's go right into a new game. This is updated significantly. Oh, I'm seeing that. Sul P, let's dance. Ah, okay. I'm getting a little shy, but okay. This has updated, as I was saying, significantly since I've last played. I do have a couple of these expansion packs. Usually I grab the expansion packs to get the accompanying worlds that come with them. I want as many worlds as possible. And there are others that we don't have yet that we may have to take them up on. But let's just catch up with everything. Catch up with the new updates for the moment, and we'll start a brand new game. Alright. Now, this is new to me, in fact. Hi, would you like to create my story? We'll start with a fun personality quiz, and then you can customize my appearance. That sounds like an interesting and fun option for spinning up a new character, but I think we're going to go after something a little more specific, so no thanks. Let's see if I can remember how to do this here. Alright, so we have a random sim that we should be able to change the appearance of at will. Let me just check. We have male, female options. You can customize gender settings. That is fantastic. The sim will be able to become pregnant, get others pregnant, and no. Can this sim use the toilet standing? Oh, no, that's an intriguing question. No? Not without supervision. So, yeah. That makes sense to me. All right. Sure. We will be an adult. I'm getting on in years. I've got my briefcase now.
Hebony sycophus.
And that's a voice.
Obi.
That's a voice he's tried.
Shiflita Amsum. Bantrip Califoy.
Oh, yeah. I don't want it to be so much down in this area.
Boy, believer.
Let's try a different timbre of voice here.
Bernala Fwo.
Febine Lovo.
Pena Swarbo.
Pena Swarbo. Yes, indeed.
Batisa Wallake.
Yeah, that makes sense somehow.
Simbo Unabla.
Oh, Zatorg. Hey, Reginu Nupsa.
Yeah. So we're going to go clear, and we're going to go not so deep.
Jelja. Dope Lankula.
That's fine. Normal man.
Gusha
Just a normal man's voice. And default walk style. What do we have here? A little bounce to his step. I can appreciate that. I have more simoleons than you, and you smell slightly of rutabagas. Okay. I don't even bother with what my shoulders are doing. I just let them do their own thing. I've just now realized I'm wearing the wrong shoes. I have basketball shorts that are too loose. This is what that walk style speaks to me. Tighten up your basketball shorts. That's ridiculous. Now, this is pretty true to life. This is how I walk around, effectively. Or no, maybe this is how I walk around. I'm very tempted. Because that is just a vision into the center of my soul. And this is the opposite of that. This is what the inside of me never looks like. I'm optimistic.
Yeah.
And that is fantastic. The classic. All right, so I'm very tempted to do a tired walk style. That seems to make a certain sense.
Chobe,
Okay.
Mr. Glorb.
Now we have aspiration. Good morning. How are you? I am doing all right. Thank you for asking. So our first aspiration, that'll be like a goal in mind. Typically with the default like sim lifestyle, it's not all that easy to do more than one aspiration. Usually you can do one or two. Pardon me. I need water. Usually you can do a couple of aspirations, but usually I play with like lifespan turned off as some sort of creepy immortal statue man who never changes while my neighbors age and die and fade away from me into the west. So we should be able to pick a couple of things, is what I'm thinking, what I'm longly rambling at. And I did just recently get this Star Wars. There's like a Journey to Batuu expansion for this, which I don't know how that works exactly. If it's like a Wizard of Oz, you get knocked on the head by Toto and then you go to Star Wars, or I don't know how that works. I'm looking forward to it. You're making a dress for chicken. I have to imagine like a hula skirt situation. And they're just gonna balk around. That sounds interesting. So sorry. Back to it. So let's make a creative aspiration first. One of the easiest ways for me to play the game is as a painter. Let's make that our first aspiration. We're going to use that as sort of the engine through which our interior decorating simulator runs, is my idea. And traits will just modify your character a bit. Sometimes having something like creative can be helpful if you're going to be a painter or a writer or whatever. But sometimes it's just demanding, like, I need to be creative now, if they are creative. And it doesn't necessarily give you that much of a boost in the end game of it. So I'm not sure if I want to be creative or if I want to put in something a little more interesting there. Art lover would also help a painter career, but I'm kind of thinking about trying something that I usually wouldn't go for, like maybe some of these more negative traits. Though not all of them are negative. I love the outdoors. Ha! Distasteful. I'm vegetarian. I won't speak to you anymore. No, these are some good traits, but I'm thinking like materialistic would be kind of funny. That I always need to like buy something every week or they'll get sad. That's going to get annoying, but it's also going to be hilarious. Let's try that. And what am I, if not materialistic? Look at these khakis. Ambitious? Nah. Clumsy? That could be funny. Let's see what the other ones are here. Bro! No way, man. I'm gonna go work on a painting. I love being alive. Okay. Loner, yes. That makes it so that you don't get negative moodlets if you're alone for long periods of time. Let's say in the basement, in front of an easel. So that'll be good. So what is our last one? We could be paranoid. We could just hate children. Or we could be erratic. Talk to yourself and have unpredictable emotions. I think that can lead to some weird things like, I'm going to burn down my own home. But that could be fun. Just make sure we have smoke detectors. I'm sure it'll be fine. But are there any other good things I can give him? Like, he could be creative at this point. I'm going to go erratic. It's going to be funnier that way. So a materialistic, slightly crazy loner. That's me. Good to meet you. Okay. I think I can back out. Those should be set.
Ooh.
I know if I will stand or sit in the restroom now, which is really the most important thing. And then how do I get to that name? It's under personality. Okay. My name, I guess, will just be my actual name. That's fine. This will be me. We'll pretend. I'm sorry to, after all these many years of mystery, reveal my actual name to you.
Ooh.
instead of the stage name that I've been using.
Hmm.
Should be called Cabin Boy. First name Cabin, last name Boy. That would be fantastic. I actually like that.
Ah.
Okay. And now we should be able to customize appearance. There we are. Let's get rid of these bracelets first. That's really... that's the most important thing. No, they're lovely bracelets.
Hmm.
Good choice, you. I'm not much one for accessories. I find that they get in the way and snag on tree branches when I'm trying to make a hasty escape. So, leggings, yes please. And for goodness sake, put on some socks. Let's see if they have any, like, full outfits here. Styled looks. This seems new. Oh, Star Wars styled looks. Those are fancy. All right. Yeah, that's not going to help us out. Let's see body first here. I do not see the sun. That's not something that's part of my day-to-day. So yeah, just about here is me. This is true. This is true about me. I've got a little jaundice, yeah. Question is, should I do one of those or like... That's a little too blue. Maybe I can change it. Oh yeah, this whole thing is new. You couldn't change the hue of individual colors before. That's really nice, actually. Yeah. Unnaturally pale is what I'm going for.
Hmm.
Okay. Bodies. Avert your eyes. Let's see. I don't want to be like Chris Hemsworth here. I'm not trying to impress anybody. Let's just go for slightly toned. I'm after that Chris Hemsworth life. I'm not there yet. Tattoos. Pardon my bum. Nothing on me at the moment. That should be fine. Do pardon my bum. Oh, how I wish you had this on PC. You'd show me some terrible mods. Oh, which mods? Exactly. I mean, there's so many mods out there. I need to know which ones to avoid, specifically with links. If you, it's a crying shame I don't have this on PC. That would be fantastic. Okay. Full body looks. We have sets, outerwear, costumes. Aha! I am the Silver Knight. You will, I don't know, squint at me in a bright day, and that will be your downfall. I can be full gnome. Never change out of this. I'm like a furry, but gnome. That's my life. Oh, this is kind of nice, though. Yeah. That's the kind of thing I'd probably be caught wearing, pretending I'm John Mulaney for no apparent reason. Funny that it's a costume. Is it like a 1930s broadcaster?
Ooh.
We got a cat stuck in a tree out there, and the folks deserve to know about it. Okay, let's just run with that for now. Let's change my shoes.
Ooh.
My dreadful, dreadful shoes. We have loafers, we have boots. Let's check loafers.
Oh.
Fancy. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's nice. And what is your second wish? Okay, I'm gonna look at socks then. I guess those are individual items. Accessories, socks. Here we are. You know how I feel about Argyle. Big fan. I like the feel of satin. Okay, I'll have some very shiny, tall socks. That works for me. Okay, now back to...
Hmm.
No, don't affect your weight just yet. Now back to loafers. Let's figure this out. It's also like, as you can see, it defaults to masculine clothing options. There are feminine options for some of the clothes too, which work just as well for either style of sim. And so sometimes I just like to take that filter off entirely and grab myself some fancy shoes. But loafers, not a great category to show that off. Okay, I'm going to need to go boots then. Let's see what we got here. Just want something very basic. Some vampiric spats. That's all I want out of life, yes. Vampiric spats achieved. Oh, hello there. So nice to see you guys. This is the most exciting thing to happen to you all week. Well, I hope so. I hope it stays that way. Because this is going to be an absolute gas. Okay, so quick check. Let me see here. How is our musculature? I'm sure perfectly average is fine, and then I'm like ridiculously thin, I guess, for some reason. Sure, I'll just be a touch Hemsworthy. That'll be fine. Okay,
Wahoga.
so now I need to check real quick. This is my like everyday outfit that I just set. Let's jump through some formal here. Must be under sets. So like up at the top you see the sun icon there was my everyday outfit. This will be like formal outfits if I need to go to a party at the museum, shall we say. I probably just want to keep it simple. Simple cummerbund. Oh, that's not quite what I'm going for. Why that hat is my question. Why the continuation of that hat and glasses? Okay, I'll get around to it. I wish there was just a basic black version of that. That would be pretty attractive. Maybe this is what I'm looking for. Yeah, we'll go there for now. Let's get rid of this hat. I guess it's a head item, not a body item. Okay. Yep. That's why it wasn't changing. And I'm also wearing earrings. I've got the whole set. Okay. Now I'm Ben Schwartz again. Good. Good. We're making progress. All right. These shoes. What were you thinking? We're not at the yacht club. For the last time, we're not at the yacht club. I don't know where the basic dress shoes have gone. They must be hiding behind blue. There we are. Jump back to here. So many menus. So many radials. Where am I? Okay, quick formal. Now we go athletic. Yeah, that's what I'd choose to wear. Okay. Let's check sets. I guess that is the athletic set. Here we are. Much, much better. I choose to work out in only the finest. It's got to be this one. Yep, that is the one. And no shoes at all for this. I exercise barefoot. Yes. All right. What's next? Sleepy time.
Ah.
Eh, that's a weird outfit to sleep in, but I'll totally go with that. That's fine. On to the next one. Party, sure. Swimwear. Ah, tasteful. I love it. And then a hot and cold outfit. So if it's too hot, I'm going to put on a bomber jacket, apparently, and pretend that I'm Bruce Willis. And if it gets too hot, I'm going sleeveless. I warned you. I have nothing against glasses necessarily, but I don't wear them myself. I probably should. So I'm just going to remove my glasses and earrings for the most part, just to be a basic boy. Or whatever the right word is for that. Give me your glasses. Okay. Now, how about that face? Is the entire stream going to just be the character creation screen? Yeah, probably at this point. Ah, yeah, I see that. Click off athletic to see all the clothes. Sure. We will have many, many options as we go through. Oh, I've just undone my glasses removal. Redo. All right. So, first things first. Let's see here. Basic face shape. I don't want to be so cheekbony as to like pierce a helium balloon. That would something like that is probably fine. I'll go back. Yeah, let's try that one. All right. Facial hair. I can't tell if I have like another kind of stubble on. I should probably be doing this on the everyday outfit also. Just in case. Okay, so I don't want facial hair. Can I not get rid of my like 5 o'clock shadow there? I don't even want that for the moment, but okay. Maybe I just need to have a darker or a less dark hair color. I'm not sure. We'll come back around to that. Let's go face. We already have skin tone, skin details. Alright, so you can add little crow's feet, freckles, moles, etc. Those do tend to make people look more realistic. The less, weird details you add to people's faces, the more they end up looking like creepy mannequins. But we'll see. Not super necessary for what we're trying to do here. A little furrow on the brow will go a long way. Alright. Teeth. He will have them. That's my decision. Scars, don't necessarily need a whole Zuko honor reclamation plot point here. We'll go without. Hair, shave it all. Get rid of it. Ugh. So scratchy. No. I want to have something stylish yet playful, with a boyish bounce. Something with not so much fringe and a lot of bang to it. Yeah. There's something delightful about the curly-haired styles in this. They remind me of like old Curse of Monkey Island clouds. Always gives me a little smile in my spirit. I'm just getting more Ben Schwartzy the more I go along. I'm not mad at that, necessarily. I think I just need something a little bit longer. A little bit longer is what I crave. A little bit longer, oh, do behave. I think that has about the right boyish bounce to it, but it's a little asymmetrical in a strange way. That one kind of fixes it, but then it's more of a beehive. I cannot get this young man's hair to behave. In which case, let's just go this. Done. Decision made. Okay. I'm not gonna go the full Kenny G just yet. Out of all of them that we've seen so far, I like this one the best, but we need to change the color of it. I can also, see the feminine hairstyles. That might give us a better option. Let's start there. Back to beards, because now he's looking weird.
Ooh.
Ooh, indeed. All right, you have silver lips. May I ask why? What have you been kissing? That's none of my business, really.
Mm-hmm.
Is he actually wearing makeup, or is that just the result of the skin color I chose gives me very silver lips? Okay. I can't really tell if all of these are, like, cut off in the middle or not. Not all of them, but it's mostly just middle-based color. That's a little strange. Must be the latest fashion. I am officially a mime. I went to mime college. Ask me about it sometime. I just want the slightest, more human quality to my lips. Maybe I just need opacity, is all.
Ooh.
Still fairly bright. But it's at least getting there. I'm not quite sure how to fix that. That just leaves us with a weird lip color. Let's see if I can fix it with making him more dramatic in other ways. Let's say with this. Oh, that's dramatic. Zoom in. There we go. Yeah, we're getting there. On the right track. All right, eyeliner. We'll just darken that out real nice. Or will we? I don't know what that one is selecting exactly. Okay, it's just barely changing the edges. Okay. And now let's see if we can fix his lips. Face paint. Ooh, I'm going to be a tiger. The problem is I don't want it to be shiny, if at all possible. Is that a setting I can... Brightness, maybe? Like, I don't know. Yeah, that's not bad. Sort of just fits in with his eyes and hair. Sure, we'll not mess with it. All right. So I just need to make him look a little bit less square, if at all possible. Select a couple more features here. Alright, yeah, don't need any of that. I just need to get out of this menu and click onto individual features. Alright, eyes. For eye color, let's go up there first. I thought you could select custom eye colors. Maybe it's in a different menu. Though that's not necessarily bad, either purple or red. And that's interesting, too. I don't know if they have anything like contacts or anything in the makeup section. That would be... I'll go back to his eyes. Alright. So let's check a couple of these. I do want a bit of a... I've been out in the sun and I've seen too much. And I want to hold it away from me with my squinty eyes. That's getting there. That's approaching the right distaste of the world. I think I liked that one. Yeah. All right. Let's pick nose. I don't want him to necessarily be Fabio perfect in the nose department. I'm looking for something with a little character. I also don't want it, again, to be piercing balloons as we pass by. Children crying. Balloon men angry. Huh. All of them seem a little like protruded to me. I wish I could just pull back a little. Maybe I can in this detail edit mode. Like, I just wanna yank your nose. Excuse me. No. Pardon me while I yank your nose. It's not really what I'm looking for. But it'll be just fine. I won't worry too much about the nose. I keep managing to hit that undo. There we are. Alright, so that'll work just fine for now. He's missing something. I wonder if it's just the fact that he's so smooth-faced at the moment. Watching you pick your nose again. I see the question there, too. Do you use Steam for games at all? I certainly have Steam. I have played a couple of things over there. I lost the laptop that used to be a little more high-powered that I used to play games on. So I have not been steaming as much in the last few years, regrettably. But I have, and will again, if that answers your question. I am kind of tempted to have a giant Poseidon beard. That's just neat. But I don't think we can quite pull it off. So I might have just a little texture to get rid of his smooth-facedness. Leave it at silver. And we'll call that good for now. It's not ideal, but it makes him look less strange. We'll figure out another way to hide his face soon. Okay, so I won't worry too much about the other outfits. If it does change my hair color or whatever, that'll be fine. Anything else face-wise I needed to change? I think his lips are probably okay. His ears are okay. Yeah. You know, the Poseidon beard is enthralling. The more I think about it, the more I'm in complete agreement. Let's go Poseidon beard. We'll use that to hide all of his backstory, and then we'll slowly reveal it as the series continues. All right, this is probably what I'm missing. Let's check eyebrows real quick. Yes, okay. Nothing necessarily leaping out at me as must-have. Must-have seasonal brows. That does pack quite a fancy ridge line. Yeah. Alright, let's get started with that. Since I only have about 40 minutes remaining here, we'll only spend 36 of it on customization. So we have our Peter Lewis, our loner, materialistic, what did we make him? I forget the third one. I'm sure it's right up here. Erratic, that's right. I'll talk to myself alone while Scrooge McDucking. It's going to be great. All right, so proceed. Play. Select the check mark to save this household to your library and begin playing. Do it. All right, so now we have an alternate life to live for when this one becomes too stressful, too difficult, and not nearly Poseidon beardy enough. Little exit hatches such as these into lives that are easier to stomach. Oh, they help me. Aha, select a season to play in. This seems new to me as well. Must be one of the DLCs we grabbed. I'm just going to start with spring. A little rebirth. Alright, and here are the residential worlds we have access to. Glimmerbrook, I believe, is like the magician's portal entrance. We have an island. We have a city, like a deep urban environment. Forgotten Hollow is like the vampire town. The pet area, Brindleton Bay. Del Sol Valley is like Hollywood. Become a movie star. Strangerville is like Area 51, alien stuff out in the desert. Windenburg is more of a old-style European city. Magnolia Promenade looks like a, riverboat, New Orleans kind of thing. New Crest is just painfully generic city. And Willow Creek is more like painfully generic suburb. Oasis Springs, another desert. Less aliens. Good times. So, where should our Peter Lewis live? The magician's place is sounding pretty attractive, but there is the vampiric area. Or we could just paint our way to movie stardom. Let me check out Glimmerbrook here. See if there are any unoccupied lots. There is this one, Glimmerbrook Watch, for $3,175. You can see down there at the bottom we have 20,000. I believe they call them simoleons here. And so we could certainly do that, and that would put us right next to the magic portal. He's not necessarily going to launch right into magic. Let's check Vampire Town. We do have an empty lot here. Fledermaus Bend. With all sorts of opportunities for creepy cemeteries and gnarled trees. And that's $2,000. We'd even save a little money. Moving to Fledermaus. Tempting. Let's check one more. Maybe Del Sol Valley here. So there's an empty lot here. The vacuum screen. That looks quite expensive. A property in Los Angeles being what it is. Let's try Fledermaus Bend. We'll start there and then move out as needed. Oh, 2,000 rather, dollars? Confirm. The Lewis household is moving to an empty strip of marshland devoid of hope. Hopefully, pardon my sipping, hopefully we'll have enough time here to set him up with a very quick living situation. Basic needs. Toiletries in a small bag, etc. And this will be great. So nice to have a foothold here back in Sims 4. I have been missing it. Music of welcome and celebration that I thought I turned off and might be copyrighted. Alright. And again. Just to prove that we mean business. Alright, so I want to pause the game speed here momentarily. Get used to the controls again. I guess it must be cold because I'm wearing my Bruce Willis jacket. And now that I'm spawned in, I look very Keanu Reevesy. Okay. I'm going to try to be excellent to myself about it. So, right now we're in play mode. Pardon me. He can walk around and, investigate things, pick things up, go into town, etc. We want to be in build and buy mode here, which I believe is this one. And give me just one moment, I'll be right back. Alright, so now we're in the construction mode rather than the actual live play mode. And there are like existing building templates you can place. And you can also like open the library here and you can select a house that a player has, say, made and saved, and they're all filtered and rated and all that. So these styled rooms here, you can place down, like, say, a whole kitchen or a whole bathroom. But they're quite expensive. Definitely not what you really want to launch right into right off the bat. But they are very nice to be able to start immediately with something. So what I think we need is a foundation here. Just to get us up off the ground. We'll keep it simple. Oh, I guess you need to actually place the room first, and then you can add and modify the foundation to it. Okay, so that's fine. So, room tool. We need to figure out just a couple of things. Let's say there's his mailbox there. So we'll want to move that probably forward to the road. Let's say his mailbox is here. We want a little bit of driveway path space, and then we'll put 2 walls there. And 4 there. I don't know why the camera controls are throwing me off for some reason. I want a little bit of an entryway here. So I'll give it 2 walls out from each side. And then 3 more here. I don't want to go too crazy with this, but I want to make it a little bit bigger than I usually do at the start. And then we'll expand backwards as we go. So let's do 3 here as well. 3 back in. 2 out. And same on the other side. Okay, so we'll... I messed something up there. I gave them 4. That'll do it. So try to toggle delete mode, but it's being weird. Let's just go all the way back up to it. Nope, not bulldoze, just sledgehammer. There. All right. Nope. Hopefully I will get better at this. Pardon my stumbles here. Camera and otherwise. There we are. So now we have a closed structure. We will obviously need a way to get into it. And I left enough room for it to be a double door. So let's see what we have in terms of double doors. Just something basic. Those are actually rather expensive. These will be fine. Let's make it gray, sure. Alright, so we have a way to get in. Now we need a floor inside. And while I'm at it, I'm going to go ahead and place a light source as well. Preferably just something on the roof, like one of these. Actually, I think they added this special... When this game first came out, there was all these complaints that none of the lights, they tried to make it like really ambient, and so you had to place a lot of lights in order to light up the interior. And everyone online complained, like, it takes so many lights, this is ridiculous. And so they added this item called the beamer. And in all caps, it says, "Can you see now? How about now? Our brightness will not be contained." And it's just all in caps. Like, okay, you wanted it brighter, here you go. I always love that one. And it is a lovely brightness. Alright, so that'll just give us some room to work with here. I guess they do have a concrete foundation poured for us. That's great. Let's pick a quick... coverage. We'll go carpet, sure. Just keep it cheap for now. Tempted to do this, though. And there is a way to... There we are. Full room coverage. Alright. And I want to do another wall over here so that I can separate these rooms. And then I think I might just try to put a little kitchen corner in. I forget how to get out of this overhead mode. Top-down view, that's the one. There we are. Okay. So I'm going to do a little corner kitchen and then make this a restroom here. Let's tile that out so I know. Tiles, I kind of like these large fancies. That's my favorite. And you can also take the wall down. There we go. Alright, so we have tiles in there. We're going to clone this. I forget how to do that. There's a way to clone an item. Goodness, it's been so long since I've played. Okay. I forget. It must be the eyedropper that I'm thinking of. Yeah. Okay, we'll have another beamer in the bathroom. That sounds weird. And then I want to tile just a little bit of this differently. Thank you so much. Seeing that in the chat. Okay, so sorry, I'm in the wrong menu there. Back to here. And I want to go back to single space tiles. We'll grab some of these kitchen, like restaurant marble. This looks nice. To go with our vampiric carpet here. And let's just take that. I'm not sure if it should be this whole slice. Maybe we could make that my easel side over there. So this is more like a living room, a little bedroom back there. And then this side will be my work area / kitchen. That makes some sort of sense. I'm not sure if I like that marble, but we'll leave it for now. So I need to be able to afford, now that I've spent $6,000 or so on tiles, I need to be able to afford like a refrigerator, a bed, and a toilet, some bare necessities. So let's start thinking about that. Let's start with bed, in fact. Just get something small and workable for my lonesome self. Some of these are like, if you have children or toddlers or teenagers, they can have different size beds, but they don't work for adults, obviously. This one seems like it's the first adult bed, and it's the cheapest, so let's try that. A lot of lovely styles to it as well. Let's try this one. And I want to rotate. There it is. I think this is okay. I don't think the end of your bed needs to be showing, even though there's like an arrow there. The arrow usually indicates this is the interaction point for an item, but I think they just get into their beds from the side. Let's try it, and he'll tell us if he has a problem with it. We also need doors to both the bedroom and bathroom at this point. Cheap doors. Please click. There you go. All right. They should be just fine. Little interior doors. All right. So back to objects by room. We have a bed now. We have a way to get into our room. He doesn't have a light source in there. That's not super necessary, but he'll probably like one. I'm just going to take one of these. Oh, I guess I will go roof. Save some wall space for now. But I'm not going to use a beamer. I'm just going to use one of these subtle saucers. Because that's a little less bright for the bedroom. You can also customize the actual intensity and color of your lights by room or by lot. You have a couple of options, which is really nice. So that's set. Let's get a toilet here. Again, we'll have to go quite inexpensive for the moment, which means it's prone to leaking and breaking. but that's all right. Huh, functional off the grid. That's interesting, but it is actively uncomfortable. I don't think we want it to be actively uncomfortable. So for $365, we can have reliability 3. For another, $35, we could have reliability 5. Same water consumption rating. Let's go here. And yeah. Oh yeah. Gonna make it like an evil place. For sure. Alright, portal potty placed. We need some sort of wall covering. Right now it's just the basic drywall. We'll need to paint it real quick. Let's select that by room as well. We should be able to tile wall the bathroom. And these same large fancies. And full room, there we go. So we have wallpaper, we have paint, paneling, masonry. Lots of options. Kind of want to do something weird. Like this, or perhaps this in the bedroom. Just to make it weird. And then something more basic. Perhaps just some paint in the main living area. I have Star Wars, worn but not broken. So I think basic standards or pastels, even basic darks, any of these should be fine. I don't want to go too crazy with the red theme. Let's try standards. Not sure what something like this might look like. It needs to be a little bit more on the orangey side, if possible. Not quite that brown. Tempting, but no. I am not quite sure. The only one that is actively jumping out at me is this one. That seems to make the most sense, because it softens the rest of the harsher crimson colors. Just a bit, but I do actively hate the marble flooring I put in my easel area here. Let's switch that out for just the same tile we have in the bathroom. I prefer that, oh, significantly. There we go. No, redo. Okay, so we have the basic thing laid out. Last thing we need is a fridge. I still have about 13 minutes. I'm so sorry to be rushing it here. I wish we had more of a chance to establish. But we'll be back, I do promise. So you can get a super budget fridge. We probably have enough money to go one level up to an adequate. Let's try that. And I'm going to put that right here. So we have a little corner cabinet space. And I think the last thing they need is a sink. We could either put it in the kitchen or in the bathroom for now. We'll obviously want to add a second. I think I'm just going to use a bathroom sink. Hilariously, they'll be able to like do dishes and stuff in it just fine. And we can go pretty cheap. Let's go Gothic pedestal, sure. Alright. So, last little touch, let's put a mirror in case I need to change my appearance. I think you can use a mirror for that. That's perfect. Alright. So, I think that's everything he needs. Let me move his mailbox up to the front. Yeah, I guess he is going to need someplace to sit while he eats, isn't he? Sometimes they can sit on the bed for that, but better just to have a little sitting area involved. Alright, so I'll put this right up front. That should be fine. He also doesn't have a trash can. That's something we're going to want sooner rather than later. And I'm just now realizing the entire outside of the house is still drywall. We also don't have a roof, but that's fine. It's just concrete at the moment. Okay, so let's paint the outside. Cannot neglect that. It could be like a masonry or a siding. Faux wood shingles. Okay, let's try masonry. Oh, I kind of like this alleyway brick. I'll just leave it a boring building for now. We don't want people coming to investigate our vampire activities. So, there. Alright. And trash can. Let's see. I can put one outside like this for 200. That's probably fine. I'll just park it around the corner here for now. Hopefully we'll make a little backyard area where that can go pretty soon. But alright, now I think he has all the necessities. Let's get back into... Actually, he has one more necessity for his particular aspiration, and that would be an easel. Might be easier to find that by category. It's a skill. Creative, likely. Easel, 350. Alright, we can swing that. So, that's the only reason I put tile extending into that other corner there, so that it will not be messy in the carpet when he's working. Good, good. Okay, so now I should be able to play anytime now. And he is now standing outside of his rather lovely small box home. We'll lower the walls there, and then, what should he investigate first? Your Sims have these little moodlets here, their needs, which are the first things to look at. So he's not great on fun, and he's not great on social, but that's okay because he's a loner. So he could do something fun. And the reason I like painting so much is not only is it relatively lucrative, but it doesn't lower their fun meter, for sure. Sometimes it, in fact, increases it. So, yeah, at level 1 painting or whatever, you can only do a single classic painting. Let's have him get started directly with that. We'll make it a small, so that it's pretty quick. He's got his tired walking style. Love it. Hopefully we can extend this back a ways for more living space, and also put some windows back here. So up in the top corner you can see I have the new skill of painting. Now that he's tried it out, he is beginning to learn how to paint, and you can track their skills in there. So I'm level 1, and that green bar will head towards level 2. So people will call you, particularly about new DLC items. We'll worry about that later. I'll ignore most of them for now. Thank you very much for bearing with me here. We're just about out of time, but I hope we can finish this first painting. I'll jump up the speed a bit. Seems to be trying a classic fruit basket. Not bad at all for a first painting. So they'll actually, like, aesthetically increase in skill, too. Their will get better and better, and you can do different styles, and you can get to the point where you can take, like, a cell phone picture of yourself or a dog or something and make a painting out of that, which I think is really cool. And then right from here, you don't even have to go anywhere. You can just say sell to collector for $49. So I've already made, like half a day's work if I was involved in a career or whatever, maybe more. And then also, at the same time as you're making money and increasing your painting skill and having fun while you're painting, you can also get famous from painting because of that. I think it's literally called Get Famous expansion. So fame can follow you as well if that's something you enjoy. And, it doesn't take too long. Like, you can crank out a painting in an hour. Let's do a large and see how long that might take. And so obviously you will need to watch their needs during this. They'll continue to get hungry and tired and dirty as they paint, but this is my favorite way to start off a new sim and immediately start making a little money, is just to get them a couple levels in painting and sell everything they make.
Kresny.
And it doesn't require you to follow any sort of schedule or career. Like, you can have a whole career tab down here, which is like, you need to be at this place by 8 a.m. And you need to do all this work. And it's like, I'm just going to paint and sell them. Thanks. I wish it was this easy in real life. Okay, I need to speed this up. We're running out of time in the real world. But we just reached level 2. And I seem to be making an abstract picture of a superhero fox, apparently. A Scotty dog sidekick. I love it. So, my first one was 49. That was a small painting. This one's 125. So you do have to keep in mind that you're, like, paying for the canvases each time. So a small canvas, I think, was like $50, and I made 49 back. A large canvas was $100, and I made, 25 profit off of it. So it is better to do large canvases right off the bat. But I like the variety of all different sizes of paintings. And then you can also, once you get better at the skill and you start creating more like, oh, wow, that's actually lovely works of art, you can choose not to sell them, and you can hang them up instead, or you can even use that option that's like create a copy, where you can just buy yourself one to keep and then sell the other. I already did that, but there we go. So, he is established. We have a small way to make money. You see that nearby vampires are starting to take interest in my human blood. We'll have to deal with that. Usually when you move into a new place, they send like a welcome party, is probably what this is. But because we're in Vampire Town, they look a little suspect. To say the least, a little Noel Fielding-y. My very favorite. All right. So we'll be right back. I am regrettably out of time, but I think we have his basic needs set. We are here in the vampire area. We can do some exploring next time, and I cannot wait. Thank you very much for bearing with me here. Sorry, welcome party. I know I'm ignoring you. I'm a terrible loner neighbor. But we'll be back to paint some more next time here. Let me make sure it's saved. And I think that might be my last one, in fact. Let me make sure. All right. Thank you for your time here. Sorry for the ending on a menu. I will zoom in on the back of my Bruce Willis jacket to make it up for you. To make it up to you? I don't know. I gotta get out of here. Thank you for your time. I will see you back here soon. Bye for now.